everybody and welcome back to the Blossom Crochet channel. In this tutorial I will be showing you how to make this really beautiful crochet stitch. It's a 1 row repeat, it's only using 1 stitch. It's really simple, but it gives you this lovely, quite intricate design. So we're going to jump straight in. Like I say, 1 row repeat, super simple, definitely suitable for a beginner. You can use this for blankets, scarves, table runners, literally anything that you like. So you'll be starting with your slip knot on your hook and you're going to do your foundation chain in a multiple of 6. So the width that you want your project to be, just make sure it's a multiple of 6. So yarn over, pull through, that's 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 and 6. So if you just complete your multiples of 6. Once you've completed your multiples of 6, you want to add an additional 3 chains onto the end. So 1, 2, 3. And we're going to be working back now, and we're going to be using half treble crochets for the entirety of this project. So when I say half treble, do remember that I'm using UK terms. So if you're in the US, these will be your half double crochet. So they're exactly the same stitch, they just have different names. So you're going to be working back along now, and we're going to be working into the 6th chain from the hook. So we're going to count back 6 chains. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and this is my 6th chain. And we're going to be doing a half treble. So yarn over and insert, yarn over and pull up, and you'll have 3 loops on your hook, and you will yarn over and pull through all of those loops. And then you'll do 2 more half trebles into that same chain. So yarn over, back into that same chain, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through all of those loops. And 1 more time. And then at this point you want to chain 2, and then you're going to be working back into that same space again, and you're going to put 1 half treble into that space. So the first one that you do on each row will be different, so the rest of them will have more of the half trebles, but the first group of stitches on every single row will have 3 chain 2 and then 1 on its own. The rest of them will have 4 chain 2 and then another one. So at this point you want to skip 5 chains, so you're going to skip 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then into the 6th you will start your next group. So the next group and all the rest will have 4 half trebles first of all. It's 1, 2, 3, and 4 this time. Chain 2, and then another half treble in that same chain. Okay, and then again you'll skip 5. So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, and then you'll do your 4 half trebles, chain 2, 1 half treble. And you will repeat it all the way along until you get towards the end, which is where I will be meeting you in just a second. So once you get to the end, you should have your final group of stitches, and then you should have 3 chains left. You're going to skip 2 chains, and then you're going to do a half treble on its own into that very last chain. So all on its own, 1 half treble. And obviously it doesn't look like much at the moment, but this is one of those that really tends to take shape the more rows you have. So at this point you can either chain 2 and turn, or you can do what I'm going to do, which is to turn, and into that very first stitch I'm going to insert my hook, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through both, and then I'm going to go behind that vertical post, yarn over and pull up, yarn over, pull through both, and that just gives us a nice tall stitch but without any gaps that you would get with a chain. So at this point now we're going to be working into those chain 2 spaces that we have created, and as I said before, the first one that we do is always going to be different, and this is just to keep your edges nice and straight. So the first set that you do on every row, you will do 3 half trebles, chain 2, and then another half treble all into that same space. So straight into that first chain 2 space, you'll do 3 half trebles. So 1, 2, 3, you'll do your chain 2 and then another half treble back in that same chain space. And then from this point on, you will be doing your 4 half trebles, chain 2, half treble. So you'll skip across now to your next chain 2 space. So you need to make sure that you're not working into the gaps underneath your stitches from the last round. You want to make sure you're working into the chain 2 space in between your half trebles. So straight to that next chain 2 space and do your 4 half trebles this time. 1, 2, 3 and 4, chain 2 and then another half treble back in the same chain space. And then again skip your next group to your chain 2 space. And you'll work that all the way along, carrying on with your 4 half trebles, chain 2, 1 half treble, all in the same space, and I will meet you towards the end to finish off this row. So as you get towards the end, I've worked my final group into that last chain 2 space, and then I've got those 3 half trebles from the very first set that we did at the beginning of the pattern, and we're going to skip all of those. So you're going to skip the top of all of those stitches and then put your final half treble into those skipped chains from the beginning of the work. So yarn over and anywhere into those chains, yarn over and pull up and complete your half treble. So again, now that is how you're looking after row 2. So that row is the row that you will repeat over and over again. So you will either chain 2 and turn, or you will turn and work your stitch like we did at the beginning of the last row. I will never start my rows in any other way, I don't think. And then straight into that first chain 2 space. Remember, your first group of stitches is always different. You are only doing 3 half trebles before your chain 2 instead of the 4. So work those 3 half trebles, chain 2 and half treble back into the same chain space, and then again you're ready to skip across to your next chain 2 space and start working your normal groups, which is your 4 half trebles. So if you just complete that again, and I will show you one final time how to finish off on this row, because obviously we don't have chains at the end of this row. So again, I've worked my final group into that last chain 2 space, and then I've got this last set of trebles here, and I'm going to skip the top of those trebles. So I'm going to skip 1, 2 and 3, and then I'm going to work my final half treble into the top of that little turning stitch that we made. So right into the top of that very final stitch, going through the whole of the stitch, and finish with your half treble. So that is it. You will repeat that over and over again until your project is the size that you want it to be. Now you can leave it as it is. If you want to add a straight edge for a border, then the very easiest way to do that would be to turn and do your little stitch like normal. And then we're just going to join basically the tops and the peaks of all of these stitches. That is the simplest way. You could completely fill in the gaps doing different size stitches if you wanted to, but you're almost going to make it like it's a chain all the way across. So I'm going to chain 1, and then I'm going to slip stitch into the top of that very first treble after the chain 2. So I will slip stitch, and then I will chain 1, 2, 3, 4. 1, 2, 3, 4, and then again slip stitch into the top of that first chain, of that first stitch after your chain 2. Chain 4, and again skip all of these stitches and the first stitch after the chain 2 in the next group. You will slip stitch, and you'll just repeat that all the way along. And I do just find that is the absolutely quickest and most simple way of giving yourself a straight or straighter edge. You can see there it's just straightening off, and then you can start building whatever border you want onto the top. But that is it for the tutorial. I really do hope that you have enjoyed this one. If you have, please do remember to give it a thumbs up, leave me a comment to let me know what you think. But I will see you for another tutorial really soon. But thank you as always for watching, and bye for now.